everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Cowboys going up against the Jaguars. With that, let's send you upstate to Everbank Field in Jacksonville. We're standing by our two men who will call the action. That's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott. Here's Prescott. And his first look is incomplete. Lucky Whitehead, his intended target. And now it's second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. A dump off to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
So holding by the offense and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing on the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 11.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now back to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit for Todd Bowles. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38!
They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
They'll set up to throw, surveying the field. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now Elliott. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll try to pound it in with Andrews. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Antonio Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big third down play there for the Jags. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll come out in the pistol. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They'll try it, and they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Jags defense now as they head back out there. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Now the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky, preach. On second down, Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Prescott. He's got time. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's taken to the 26. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to have a third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. It's complete to the tight end, Bragg. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. To throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll give him a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. On the sneak, Bradford. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 5. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now on 3rd and long, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Hurns, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's brought down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Green 39! Green 39!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go! Blue landed!
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And a neutral zone infraction. On the defense.
The defense thought they had the timing count on the quarterback's cadence, but they jumped too soon.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding time. All kinds of time. It's caught on the right side. Williams. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Beasley. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got time in the pocket. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
4 down. Now let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he's brought down after a good game. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Detroit. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught right side. It turns. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So 2nd and 10 here. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw. And And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. Defense showing blitz. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Lance Dunbar as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our... Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a handoff to Yeldon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4-down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
Play clock winding down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
That one goes for 24 yards. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him... Three on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Jags defense as they get back out there. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
Surveying the field. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. 3rd down here. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time. Then he finds Beasley complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They come out here in the eye. A first down carry by Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. 8 yards there on a first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed us.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Here we go now.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Brad Nordman now, standing just outside his own goal line.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They come up in an offset eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Forced out to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run for it with Andrews. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Oh, 4th and short, right at midfield. This is where you tell your offense, I've got faith in you guys to get me a few yards. And sure enough, they repay that faith and keep the drive moving with a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. It give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 14 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So now you look at the numbers and what has caused this dip here back-to-back games now.
Well, partner, we know this is a copycat league, and we just know that they watch the game film, and they just decided to put the same game plan into effect. And so far, he hasn't found a way to solve things, and they're not going to change up until he does.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw again. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for third and 4. Back to throw again. Surveying the field. And that's caught by Beasley. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
Here we go now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one. But
and now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He's got time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Now, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you
try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still three-score game, though, fourth quarter. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that'll bring up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a third and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 11, and they'll be faced with a third and inches. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So after nearly, now whistles come in, we're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Lance Dunbar is running back, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you've got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Finding time. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw now on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just been driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught left side, Williams. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up, losing yardage.